Welcome to the Everyday Mom Challenge. Today we're going to talk about investigating a series that I missed growing up, and I don't know how I missed it. And I discovered it with Sam, and Sam, tell him what it is.
Narnia.
Narnia. Guys, if you've not read this book, now you got to start with book 1, which, you know, us, we're looking at like movie versions from 2005, 2006, and we're like, this is number 1. No, it's not. Number 1 was called The Magician's
Nephew.
Yep, The Magician's Nephew.
The movie is awesome.
And so...
Oh, can I tell him the last part? Wait,
no, you can't tell them. You can't give it away. You're trying to tell them to encourage them.
Oh, it's on Netflix, so it's free.
Yep, so the movie is waiting for you.
It's like an hour and 29 minutes.
And no, it's a little bit longer. How about 2 hours and something? Oh, it was. We broke it up last night. Took a break from it, and then we came right back. Remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so we went to a thrift store, and somebody...
You went to a thrift store?
Yes, that's where I got the whole set from.
Oh.
So we actually found the whole set in a bin at Goodwill, and I found 2 copies.
I can't wait to
one.
watch the last war. Read the last one.
So we got to go to book 3, and so if we look on the back, we know what the book 3 is going to be called.
The horse and his boy.
Yep. And so we're going to.
Caspian.
Yep.
Who's Caspian?
I don't know. We got to learn. We got to find out who it is. So don't go looking for these titles now, because
is it Diggory? Is it?
So Diggory is a character from book 1.
Is it?
You gotta read it. Starting with book 1.
Is it Edmund Kidd?
I don't know. I've never read them. How did I miss this series? I'm a literacy teacher.
I'm saying
I don't.
Edmund
What's going
or
on?
somebody, they get married, and then Prince Caspian.
I don't know, Sam.
So they could get married and have a kid and call him.
So we're now
Caspian.
predicting like what the next books are going to be about, because we're so excited. When we finished The Magician's Nephew, I said, okay, Sam, we can read other books, or we can go to 2. And what did you scream out?
2.
2. He said it's time for 2. So that just lets you know how cool the books
I
are.
want to read all of them and watch all of them.
This one here, he's a cool kid. So if he's... You are one of the coolest kids ever. Because who's the other coolest kid ever?
Solomon.
And he's him and you guys. Y'all are both
2.
Yeah. All right. So I will say I encourage your children to read this book with them. And now on the back it says reading level 5.
But it's not. Well, there's like a cuss word in it, but it's just the A word, and then that's it.
And when they talk about the beavers, that word's not a cuss word.
Yeah.
Because that's their house that they built.
Yeah, damn.
So it's spelled differently if it's a cuss word, but we don't need to know how to spell that. So we decided that after book 2 that we were going to have a Narnia party.
But we wanted to make Turkish delights, but you have to stir them for an hour, then you have to put them up a day, and then you have to stir them for another hour, right?
Yeah, so what lesson did we learn there?
We have to do that in like the summer or on a weekend or something.
Yeah, that was a weekend time. So we should have really investigated the recipes. And I went to Food Line and I bought all the stuff yesterday.
We haven't actually read the real book, but we watched the movie, so we know what's going to happen.
Now, we did read the real book.
No, I said not the whole book.
So what chapter do we have left? Because we couldn't wait. What's it called? What is it called? Right there.
Yeah.
What happened about the statues? Yeah.
And we know what happened. So
we have 2 chapters left, but somebody was getting so super excited. But we said we had 2 chapters left.
Ma, I never saw that. It has the witch's house, and there's the king that they are.
Yeah. Car paragraph.
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's...
Don't tell them all. Don't tell them all.
No, I'm just looking. I'm not.
So, if you could rate this book series, even though you've only went through the first 2, what would you give it as far as a rating goes?
10.
A 10? Wow, most books get 5, aren't you some? You're a high rater. So,
I like this type of books.
yeah,
Like, I like the dragons and
fantasy.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like the fantasy books?
I like the dragon and all the knights and like war and stuff.
So if you have a child that's also interested in fantasy fiction, that genre, I would really encourage it. I would just say, let's just give it a shot and try it, because I just love the language. And as soon as I started reading The Magician's Nephew, I would laugh and then I would holler out, Solomon, I cannot believe that we never read this book. So now Solomon's actually, even though he's in 9th grade, I'm going to make him go back and he's just going to read it for fun.
He's probably going to finish it in one day.
So I'm sure it'll take him longer than one day.
Mom, Solomon could do this.
Wouldn't that be cool if we had that ability? Show him what would be really cool. Would you want that superpower ability?
Mm-hmm.
That would be cool.
But what? I said, read. Okay.
What has happened with your abilities, though? What's happened to your reading?
I got better.
You did. Tell them what grade you're in.
4th.
And what book level was that we just read off the top?
6th.
Well, look on the
5th.
back. 5th. And the other book says 5.6.
Yeah. Oh, I read a book. You know the book when it was like 8th grade?
Yes. The middle school book.
How was that middle school?
It was.
That was like, I thought that was like 1st grade.
Nah.
Oh, I do math for like 7th grade.
So tell them, what do you think helped you with your reading the most? What do you really think it was, Sam? Can you like figure it out? Oh, well, of course. Oh, so you're saying you got a good teacher and a principal?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you get a kiss for that. So tell me, what do you think really helped your reading, though? Like, what kind of skills was it? Was it just us sitting together or modeling?
Reading after night.
Reading night after night, just being real consistent with it?
Mm-hmm.
And tell them how we read books together.
I read 2 or 3. She reads 2 or 3.
Yeah. And we count up the pages before the chapters because he likes to know. And then we divide them. So we do our little math beforehand. Mm-hmm. And then we say who's going to start off. And who always starts off? But I give him a choice. And then I'll start off and we'll do 2 and 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. And sometimes he'll go, oh, I want to do another one. And he'll do 3. And then sometimes he'll say, oh, read me one more, hurry. Because he can't wait. And then I'm saying, no, you got to read.
And sometimes I get like headaches.
And then if you do, I do understand. And I might read an extra page. But thank God that that's not a frequent thing.
Yeah, like probably once a month.
Yeah.
Like 4 weeks.
So I will say, at the beginning of the school year, we were not reading novels. We were reading short books.
Yeah, we were reading like 1st grade books, and I couldn't.
And 2nd grade books.
And I couldn't do it.
And we got a Magic Tree House.
I couldn't read them though.
And you struggled.
I was like, is that what? What is that? What? So,
you sure you don't want to pick just a random?
Mm-mm. I'll pick the last page.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Blank.
You can't.
Okay, I read it.
You can't give it away. You can't read the last page to people. We're trying to get them to read the book. All right, I gotta stop because he's still turning.
Okay, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm doing the first one.
You want to read the first one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I was excited.
Well, here, let's turn. Let's turn. That's the dedication.
Once there was 4 children
Okay, go
whose
ahead.
names were I can't speak. Peter, Susan, Edmund, and Lucy. This story is about something what happened to them when they were sent away from London during the war because of the air raids. They were sent to the old professor's house, who lived in the heart of the country, 10 miles from the nearest railroad station, and 2 miles from the nearest post office. He had no wife, and he lived in a very large house with a housekeeper called Mrs. McCready.
Mrs. McCready.
Mrs. McCready. And there's servants. Their names were Ivy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Margaret and Betty.
That was Booma's name.
But they do not come into the story much. He himself was a very old man with a shaggy white
I love him. Who is
hair.
it? Tell him who it is. You can't give that one
No.
away. You don't want to give it. You got to read book 1 to find out. Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Shaggy overgrown of his face, all as well was as on his head, alright? I can't speak, sorry.
You're doing great,
And they
honey.
liked him almost at once. winky face. But on the first evening when he came out to meet them at the front door, he was an old-looking, like
He was so odd-looking.
That Lucy, who was youngest, she's 14, was a little afraid of him, said Edmund. And Edmund, who was...
Okay, let's not read more. So how old do you really think Lucy was while we were reading?
I thought she was like 9, but she's actually 4.
And why do you think she's 4? You're making this inference, but why do you think she's 4?
But she is 4.
Is that what she looked like in the movie?
Ma, they told her she was 4.
In the movie they said she was 4?
Yes.
I
Mom,
missed that part.
they said she was 4.
Oh, I thought you were just saying that because you thought she was so little.
No, she's 4.
So
She's
Sam-
actually 4.
So in his mind, he said, when he saw the movie, he said, I did think that that's what Lucy would have looked like, but just to be a little bit
Bigger and older.
Yeah, older.
But she's actually 4. You thought I was making something up.
I thought you were just making an inference just by looking
You
at
never heard that.
I missed
She
it.
said, the youngest, Lucy, and Thomas said, how old are you? She said 4.
Oh, yeah, I missed that. I did. I missed that.
No. I think they said like something. I forgot. It said like Edmund's 11 and all that. And
So we're
Susan's,
going to have
like,
to, so
14, 15.
we might have to Google that because in our
But
minds.
she's 4.
Okay. We
In
won't-
the movie, she said she was 4.
I believe you. So,
It was crazy at the last end.
oh, no.
No, I'm just saying. That's crazy.
Oh, that's crazy.
Like,
So,
no, I'm just saying.
so tell everybody out there in the whole world that if they have not read the C.S. Lewis series, there's The Magician's Nephew
bit by a
that you
mosquito.
have to go find. We're getting bit by mosquitoes, so we're going to have to wave you goodbye. So blessings to you and your family, and have a great one.
Bye.
Bye.